Aloha and welcome back to Pineapple Top Hawaii. Mahalo for joining us once again for another quick and easy recipe. Today we're making some pork pancit and we'll show you exactly how we cut up our veggies and whip this up together. Okay, so we're gonna first start off by cutting up our veggies, and I feel like pancit is kind of like a fried rice where you use whatever veggies and meat that you have inside your refrigerator and you kind of whip it up. So today we're using some celery, carrots, onion, some cabbage since we had some leftover cabbage, and then we're gonna cut up some boneless pork butt. We're gonna go ahead and cut it up to the size about, I would say, a stir-fry size or even like a pork and pea size. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring this dish together. It's not time consuming at all. The longest thing it's gonna take you is prepping your veggies. But yeah, it's super simple and easy. We hope you folks enjoy. So sit back and relax and I'll show you exactly how we make it. Okay, after you have cut and prepped your veggies, we're going to go ahead and cut our meat. And you can use whatever you'd like to use for protein. If you want to use pork, chicken, even beef, whatever you have. We don't follow a traditional recipe. This is just how we make it quick and simple. So it's whatever we have. Just like the veggies, we're going to cut it up all around the same size so it cooks evenly. And then we're going to go ahead and put it together. This pork butt that we got did have a lot of fat, so we did cut up some of that fat to go ahead and render that down so we can use the oil from that to fry our meat and vegetables in. Okay, all of our ingredients is nicely prepped. We're gonna go ahead and put our wok on a high heat. Gonna render off some fat that came off the pork butt, and this is totally optional, but we do this to kind of get it going. Rendering basically means we're drawing out the oil from the fat from our meat, and then we're gonna go ahead and take out whatever pieces is left after cooking it off the fat. After that, we're gonna go ahead and take that off, and with the hot oil we're gonna go ahead and cook our meat. It's gonna go pretty quickly since it is on a higher heat, so just make sure your ingredients and everything that is prepped is near and ready to get thrown in. So everything is done pretty much in steps, so we're gonna go ahead and show you folks how we go ahead and do that. And don't forget, the recipe will be down in the description below. So basically we're just cooking this in steps so nothing gets overcooked or undercooked. We make sure our meat is cooked. We throw in our veggies to make sure that that is nicely cooked. You don't want it to be cooked down. You just want it to be, I would say, still halfway cooked, where it's still a little bit crunchy but not so wilted down that it will get lost in the noodles later. And then we're gonna go ahead and cook up our noodles. So we are using the seasoning packet, so you're just following the instructions on that, and then it's totally up to you if you'd like it more of a wetter noodle or a more dry pancit noodle dish. So for me, I like it a little bit more wet. These noodles do soak up a lot of liquid, so I put a little more than usual because it soaking up all that liquid and becomes the perfect tenderness. Okay, so our liquid is in, our seasoning packet is in. We're gonna go ahead and add in our Pancit noodles. They come really hard when it's dried, and then you're just gonna put it inside the boiling broth, and it's gonna cook up pretty quickly. Like I said, it does absorb a lot of the liquid, so don't be afraid to put a little more. After that, we're gonna throw in our Canton Pancit noodles and pork and give that a good stir. After that, you're just basically throwing in your veggies and whatever else you'd like to throw in for garnish, and you're basically finished. The Canton noodles is already cooked. All you're doing is warming it up, so the dish comes together pretty quickly. After that, we turn off the heat, add in our cabbage, and it's gonna wilt down pretty quickly. Just like the other veggies, you don't want it fully wilted down. You want it to still have a little bit of a crunch, but again, everything is your preference. So if you still like to cook it down a little more, you could go ahead and do that. After that, it's totally finished. You can put a little calamansi on top, lemon, or whatever you'd like to put, and you're ready to eat. Hope you folks enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next.